right, on the global scene, we see Stephen Miran, Donald Trump's nominee for the Federal Reserve Board, revealed during a Senate confirmation hearing that he plans to take an unpaid leave from his role as chair of the White House Council of Economic Advisors rather than resigning. It was an interesting exchange between Senator Elizabeth Warren and that's a Democrat, and Dr. Stephen Miran, Trump's pick to join the Federal Reserve. Take a listen.
We cannot ignore the elephant in the room, and that is that President Trump has launched an all-out assault on the independence of the Federal Reserve. Dr. Miran has said that, quote, to pretend that one can easily shift between highly political and allegedly non-political roles without letting political biases inform policy is at best naive and at worst sinister. So that's what you're about to do, go from a highly political role to a non-political role. And since you describe how you'll be informed by your political biases, I think the American people have a right to understand just how independent you are or are not. So let's measure that a little bit. Dr. Miran, let's start with an easy question to show that you have some independence from the president. Easy yes or no. Did Donald Trump lose the 2020 presidential election?
Thank you, Senator Warren. Let me begin by saying, although we didn't have a chance to sit down.
Probably have to.
No, it's a yes or no.
Microphone on, please.
Hold the microphone.
Come on, and the chair is going to be tough on time. I just need a yes or no. Did Donald Trump lose the 2020 presidential election?
Thank you, Senator Warren. Joe Biden was certified by Congress as the president of the United States.
Right. So did Donald Trump lose that election?
As I just said, Joe Biden was certified by Congress. Did Donald Trump
lose that election? Can you say the words Donald Trump lost that election? Are you independent enough to say that?
The Congress certified Joe Biden as president
all right.
of the United States.
So that was one. Let's try another. Let me ask you another question here. The Federal Reserve relies on accurate and unbiased data to make monetary policy, including data produced by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. President Trump recently fired the BLS commissioner, alleging that she, quote, faked the jobs numbers before the election to try and boost Kamala's chances of victory. Do you agree with President Trump that the BLS published fake numbers to manipulate the outcome of the 2024 presidential election?
Thank you for the question, Ranking Member Warren. Look, the data quality from the Bureau of Labor
Statistics. That's not the question about the data quality. Did, as President Trump said, the BLS publish fake numbers to manipulate the outcome of the 2024 presidential election? This is what President Trump said. Is he right? You're the head of the Council of Economic Advisors.
The Bureau of Labor Statistics data on various measures has deteriorated steadily in quality over time.
I understand.
Interesting exchange there between Dr. Stephen Miran there and the Congress, the Senator Warren there. Very interesting one. And she's just trying to find out, are you going to be independent or not? Let's bring in Maria Bird now, correspondent in Washington. Great to have you, Maria. So why is Stephen Miran's nomination to the Federal Reserve Board, why is it such a significant development, right now, in your view?
This is a very significant development. While we're in a position where the Federal Reserve has been under close watch, the president has been calling for interest rate cuts by the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell. There obviously has been some back and forth there. There has been potential speculations that we could see a new chairman in the near future, that the president would go in a different direction. And so that is really, there has just been so much focus in on that, and knowing too that this governor resigned early. Their term was not due to end until January 31st. And so it is an opportunity to potentially have a governor within the Federal Reserve that could push for what President Trump has been requesting, which is interest rate cuts. And the Federal Reserve has obviously been very conservative in stating that they would need to see some cooling down in what we've seen as escalation and inflation. And so this could be a very monumental moment for the Federal Reserve, and especially as you look at what you just shared, the clip of the Congress's questions around the independency of this potential governor if he is confirmed being able to serve as an independent entity. The Federal Reserve was designed to be independent and separate from the executive branch of government.
All right, now we're still looking forward to data coming out later today. What are the expectations for the latest jobs report that's due today in the U.S.?
Well, the jobs report is supposed to have a cooling down impact, especially in the private sector, to show that there was not as much job growth as there were in previous months. And some of that is kind of traditional for the month of August. Typically, the month of August is a cooling period anyway. There's not a lot happening as far as the labor market goes in that month. And so this is not untypical. So I think it is expected. The question just is going to be around how much of a cooling it has and what type of impact that could potentially have on unemployment rates.
All right, thank you so much, Maribeth, for bringing us up to speed what to expect. And we know the markets right there in the U.S. open today. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.